Jay tells my mom that on Sunday night, her husband left for a business trip. And because they usually did the weekly grocery shop on a Sunday. And because they got into an argument on Sunday morning, he refused to give Jay money. But she thought things would change by the time they got home, etc., etc. But no, he left for a business trip knowing that she had no money to buy groceries.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva. Let's check out this story time and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
When I was 8 years old, one of my mother's friends gave me a lens into the life of a woman financially dependent on a cruel man. We're gonna call this woman Jay. Now, for some context, I had a really bad eavesdropping problem as a kid. And number two, a lot of my mother's friends spoke very freely to her when I was around because they wrongly assumed that I did not understand our mother tongue because my brothers didn't understand our mother tongue. Now, let's talk about Jay. To our community, Jay had the picture perfect marriage. Her husband worked in IT and they had 4 kids. She was a stay-at-home mom to 4 kids, and she was also a stay-at-home wife, of course. And they had a big house in London.
Yes, they had money.
However, I was present on the Sunday afternoons where Jay would come into our car and beg my mom for 50, 60 pounds to get her hair done or to get her nails done. She would explain that her and her husband got into an argument and he would switch up on her and tell her, I'm not giving you money to do any of these like leisurely things this month, but you can figure that out, knowing that she had no source of income. So for the sake of keeping up appearances, she would beg my mom for money and my mom would obviously give it to her. Now, this event still low-key traumatizes me till this day. It was a Thursday night. At 11:06, Jay pulls up into our driveway. My mom opens the door and Jay throws herself at my mother's feet and she's crying hysterically, like there's snot coming out of her nose. My siblings and I are actually supposed to be asleep, but she creates that much commotion that we start listening to, we're all listening, but I'm the only one who actually cares about what's going on. Jay tells my mom that on Sunday night, her husband left for a business trip. And because they usually did the weekly grocery shop on a Sunday. And because they got into an argument on Sunday morning, he refused to give Jay money. But she thought things would change by the time they got home, etc., etc. But no, he left for a business trip knowing that she had no money to buy groceries. Now, mind you, these 4 children they have are under 10. They're the same age as my siblings and I. These are 4 children under 10. Jay then proceeds to tell my mom that these children have been eating palm oil rice and vegetables for the last 4 days. Now, my mom is like clutching her purse because she said, I'm not saying it's right, but usually when this man gets upset with you, he only does things that affect you. But this is something literally affecting his kids. Like, that is crazy. And Jay said that she was literally crying as he left. And he literally told her, like, figure it out. Like, I don't care. It is a crazy rock bottom to be at, on the floor in a home belonging to a single mother of 3, begging her for £50 to buy groceries for your children as a result of your man choosing to spite you. And that event cemented into my brain that at no point in my life will I ever not have money that belongs to me and me alone. Because when I tell you, that absolutely terrified me. Seeing a grown woman cry the way that woman the way that woman crowed on my mother's floor terrified me into being an independent woman. Chai.
Wow, that was just something else. This is why I say, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, always have something that you are doing to bring money, or always have your own money. Because the man was just spiteful. Now, they said they have a big house in London. And if you know the prices of houses in London, it means that the man had the money. But because he wants to spite the wife, but because he doesn't like the wife, he will not be giving her money, he will not be giving her things. Now, you don't give her money for her nails and just things for herself. But to the extent of not giving her money to buy groceries, that is terrible. And for her to reach a level where she has to be begging people to get money to buy groceries for her children so that they can eat well, that's just horrible. Now, I was checking the comments of the creator that said this story time. And then people were not asking, how is the woman that was begging for money from our mother? And she was like, she doesn't really know, because at one point her mother was like, no, she cannot give her money. And that became a problem, because the woman, the J, now started arguing with the mother, and at a point she now said that she's kind of jealous of her because she has a husband and she's a single mother. And that was the end of their relationship. And I'm not surprised she said that, because a lot of Nigerian women feel like when they get married, they are always better off than women that are not married. They use their marriage status to kind of shade single women. So you start hearing, at least I'm in my husband's house. Where are you? You are just there. You're not doing something. Or at least I have my husband. Even if he's not treating me well, at least I'm in my husband's house. I'm married. You are not married. So I'm better than you. And if the person is single and has money, like Jay was begging her mother, and you refuse, they'll be like, what? Why are you jealous of me that I have a husband? Go and find your own husband. It's just money that you have. The man is not interested in you, or something like that. They usually say things like that. Any which way, I'm not surprised the relationship between her mother and the Jay broke up, because definitely at one point you have to say no. And if she has advised her, and I'm sure she advised her, that she needs to do something about her husband, she was thought that she's against her happy marriage. And the fact that they are no longer in contact and they ended their friendship in that way is not really like surprising to me, because some people are like that. Any which way, I don't know what you guys think about this whole situation. And I would love to hear your thoughts about women being dependent on their husband. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I would love to hear your own thoughts about. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by its side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.